Friends, we are gathered together in the sight of God to witness and bless the joining together of Eric Phelan and Jodie Heichman. Eric and Jodie come to give themselves to one another in this holy covenant. Who gives Miss Jodie to be married?
Her mother and I.
In the name of God, I, Eric, take you, Jodie, to be my wife.
To have and to hold, better for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
It may have taken us 16 years to get here, but it was worth it to lead me to the happiest day of my life. You are feisty, loving, kind, caring, loyal, and the best person I have ever known. Your adventurous spirit makes me fall in love with you every day and keeps me guessing. Whether it's defending us from snakes and axe murderers with a bike helmet and a pocket knife, to running up Half Dome, or recklessly driving on the back roads of Maui while I read history pamphlets. Our love story has been anything but boring. I am so grateful that the universe has finally brought us to this day. You are a remarkable person that has too many attributes to name here. One of the most admirable qualities is your force of will. You can play for or against me sometimes, but when you set your mind on something, you always do it. Your kindness is remarkable. The way you treat people makes me see the good in the world. It isn't lost on me all the kind little gestures you do daily, like making my lunch. I love everything about you. Being around you makes me a better person. Getting to be with you every day makes me strive to be the man you deserve. I promise to treat you with love and respect for the rest of our lives, to always support you, listen to you, and always have new hobbies for you to roll your eyes at. I can't tell you how excited I am to see where this life takes us. The thought of traveling the world with you, having a little family, home and garden together brings me more joy than I can put into words. I love you, Jodie, and I'm so happy we get to spend the rest of our lives together.
Miss Jodie?
Okay, my sweet Eric, I stand before you today in front of our closest friends and families to solidify my promise of loving you forever. I knew you were the one from day one. Despite not officially dating for quite some time, we won't mention whose fault that was. Because we have remained friends from way back to our 16-year-old selves, I have to tell everyone the Yosemite story because I truly feel like that's when I knew in due time, when God was ready, we would end up together. We were not even dating, and he asked me what I was going to do for my birthday. I said, I'm gonna go climb Half Dome. He said, with who? I said, alone. A week later, he called me for him to come along with me. It was great. We climbed Half Dome. We were having a great time. My family called me saying my grandma was very sick, and they called to tell me she was going to surgery. They weren't sure what would come of it. I said my good lucks and what I thought would maybe my goodbyes, and this man was exactly what I needed. I told him I really just wanted her to see me get married, and at 5 a.m., when I woke him up to tell him this, he promised and assured me she would. Now, 6 years later, that promise and assurance has come true, as my grandma gets to be here today. Anyone who knows Eric knows he's the most kind-hearted, gentle soul you'll ever meet. So even though I might yell at him for leaving Scrub Daddy in the sink or the toilet seat up, I know wholeheartedly I'm marrying the most amazing man and my best friend. I promise to do my best to be the wife that you need and deserve. You are so patient with me. I know I can be feisty, and I know what we have is true love. I can't wait to do life with you, to fight and make up, to go on some more wild adventures with you, and our favorite thing, which is coffee in the morning. You are the best part of my day, and although I'm indecisive about most things in life. I'm 100% certain about marrying you. Thank you for choosing me, Eric.
Lord, bless the giving of these rings, that they who wear them may live in your peace and continue in your favor all the days of their life.
Jodie, I give you this ring as a sign of my vow, and with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Now that Eric and Jodie have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, and with the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, I pronounce you, that Eric and Jodie Heichman, are husband and wife. To those God has joined together, let no one put asunder. Amen. Eric, you may kiss the bride.
Give it up for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Maid.
And I'm so very honored to be standing next to Jodie today as we celebrate her and Eric's wedding. Jodie has been my partner in crime, both metaphorically and occasionally literally, so sorry about that, parents, over the last 25 years. We've grown together in so many ways, from having silly crushes in elementary school and dreaming of law school at Dickinson together, none of which panned out, thankfully, for the both of us, to walking together at high school graduation, navigating nursing school, and some very questionable relationships. We've been through it all together. In all of these years, Jodie has never altered in her genuine heart of gold, the kind of friend who will help watch your 9-month-old twins when you're sick and need a break, the kind of friend who will stay on the line while you cry until you can find the words to speak, the kind of friend who will drive 7 hours to celebrate your kid's first birthday. I know most of us here have that story about Jodie, where she went the extra mile to be a great friend, daughter, sister, cousin, because that's who she is. Always loving, always kind, always looking to find the best in others. But truly, I have never found it more appropriate to use the phrase, to know Jodie is to love her. You're all nodding in agreement, it's true. So it was going to take a lot to be the kind of man to measure up to the unicorn of a person that she is. After some toads and growing up on both of their parts, Jodie and Eric's friendship developed into the kind of love that everyone hopes for. The kind of love that's rooted in the genuine goofiness of friends and the enduring devotion of true partnership. I don't feel as though I need to stand up here and say, take care of our girl, because I already know that Eric will. As you enter this new chapter, I think every married couple here can agree that love isn't always easy. It's messy, it's work, it's laughter through tears and choosing each other when it's hard. But when it's right like this, it's everything. I hope you always remember the love you feel for each other today. I hope it always feels like home. Cheers to Jodie and Eric.
But with all the years, 20 plus now at this point,
I've got a firm grasp of what Eric is like as a person. He's like a sloth or a capybara. You know, well-loved, non-threatening, and a joy to be around. He's also super carefree. For a while, Eric traveled across the whole country just taking various jobs at national parks. But with this carefree lifestyle, I kind of assumed that's what he would be doing his entire life. But as his best friend, Eric shares secrets with me. And a good number of years ago, Eric had a crush on someone. A girl named Jodie. And he did nothing about it. He mentioned this crush multiple times over many years, so I thought, this is not going anywhere. But, surprisingly, he finally did something about it, which surprised everyone. And Jodie, you are making Eric a better person, because he's better now than he was. Eric is trying to be a better person for you. He sincerely does care about you. And as his best friend, the only thing I want for Eric is him to be happy. And by extension, you to be happy now. And I hope you guys have a long, happy marriage. I have the power to do this. Cheers! Cheers to the couple. Only happiness from now on. You're lucky, Eric.
And even though it's traditionally the younger siblings who look up to their older siblings, I can tell you that for me, it's the other way around. Where I am more cautious and reserved in new situations, Jodie is adventurous and always willing to try new things. I have always been in awe of how she handles situations that would likely send me straight to therapy. She's also not afraid to speak her mind, which, as my husband can attest to, is not my forte. How on earth we were raised by the same parents, yet she got an extra dose of confidence, I will never know. This confidence applied to making friends in school as well as adulthood, as her work friends can agree with. When Jodie decides you're friends, you're friends. Whether by camping out in your office, interrupting your previously made plans for the evening, or getting everyone together for a good time, Jodie is your hype girl for sure. This confidence also extends to guys, and while I didn't hear much about Eric in the beginning due to me being at college, I did get the occasional stories of how this guy Eric at work is so funny, or I hope Eric works tonight because he actually does his job and is fun to work with. And while they were friends at first, years later, it really came as no surprise to me when she brought his name up again in one of our rare conversations about guys. Do you remember my friend Eric from work, she'd said. And then she proceeded to list all the reasons she liked him and laugh about all the things he's ever said to her, and then ask me for my advice. Honestly, I didn't have to give her much advice. The proof was right there in our conversation. While I didn't know Eric well at that point in time, I can honestly say that getting to know him, all the things she told me have been true. Eric fits in seamlessly with our family, and he has embraced, and I think enjoys, the chaos that being around children for holidays brings. He and Jodie are the preferred table mates at the kids' table. and visits to Jodie and Eric's house are a favorite in the summer. Eric is the perfect balance for my sister, the calm to her chaos, the voice of reason when she's overwhelmed, and the person that she knew she needed all along. So please join me in raising a glass to Jodie and Eric and their continued adventures together as husband and wife. I wish you nothing less than a lifetime of happiness and love. Cheers.